Yes, and hello everybody to the We Only Do One Take podcast. It is the only podcast that is a complete shit show. With me, as always, is my co-host and CEO, the slightly chubby yet still cuddly Kieran.
Have you been thinking about that all week?
I wrote about 10 of them, and that was the worst one I wrote, so that's the one I brought in.
I actually have a rant for probably
I
the
know,
first
this
time.
is the first time. You've always outsourced, but today, very special. What is your rant?
Well, it's a little bit sad, but then I get frustrated. And I'm sorry to Niall, who's already heard this. But, and we'll put some sad music in here. Right.
Has to remind himself.
It's always good that I tell myself what to do. No, I had a car accident on Thursday.
Yes.
Which I informed a few people about.
Yes.
And I may not have told you the details.
Yes. So get bogged down in them. That's what I'm here to do.
Never do I get bogged down in the details. Hey, don't tick it off. I haven't told the story yet.
All right.
Or the rant. It's a
The
rant.
It's a rant.
So I was driving home about 150 meters from this recording studio.
Amazing.
With Jim.
With Jim.
With Jim.
This is the cleanest I've seen the studio as well. I'm very impressed.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So I was driving along, right? Had stopped at the crossing intersection where the children cross, right? It's a high school, by the way. I think this is very important. So that was fine. Continued on, probably going about 20 kilometers an hour, right? And it was right on smack bang 330, and a kid on his bike rode out onto the road, and he got the side of my car. He ended up in the air and
No way.
Yeah, on my windscreen, and then rolled off. Right.
Holy fuck.
So at the time, very, very traumatic. Right. Anyway, I got out, and the kid was okay, and that was more important. The kid was fine. Anyway, fast forward. Long story. Don't want to get bogged down in details.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're doing very well so far. I'm very impressed.
Thank you very much. So he was fine. Anyway, my car windscreen smashed.
Yeah.
As far as the paint job's gone, he's managed to get the passenger door, the side mirror. Oh. He's got the front bonnet. The bike's gone over the top of the car. Fuck. So he scratched the top of the car. It's also got the left-hand passenger door.
Oh wow! Like all the way, like
so basically the
360
front half of the car is the number plate was dinted, and which I've got to admit, he didn't go to hospital.
Yeah.
So he only went to the GP, so that was good. And I was lucky I wasn't even doing 40 k's an hour.
That's right.
Now, this is the interesting thing. According to the police, I rang the police and spoke to the police. Civilly, I'm okay.
Yep, beautiful.
So haven't civilly okay. Witnesses voice said this kid has been riding out and doing this a number of times. He's been riding out onto the road. Oh,
perfect. You're clean,
right? And witnesses saw it, so that's fine. But this is where I'm now a bit annoyed.
Yeah.
Insurance-wise.
Yeah.
Insurance-wise, I'm at fault.
Yes.
And now this kid's probably 15 or 16, so he's what we would consider a mature minor. And I think that's very important because that means I think he's eligible to be sued. Now,
anyone can be sued. Just gotta get the right lawyer.
So insurance-wise, I'm at fault. And from an insurance perspective, you have to stop for a passenger. And a person on a bike, even though he rode out onto the road, and I'm entitled to be in that space at that time, he's considered a pedestrian.
Really?
Yeah, considered a pedestrian. And so I've got to pay my excess. All right, that's whatever. Let's pay that because there's stacks of damage. Okay,
Get it done.
Just getting it done. But they can't. The insurance can't. They said, we can't turn around and sue the person who rode out onto the road because the judge would throw it out of court. They would just dismiss the case. Ugh. We can't get our money back, so you're at fault. And I'm going, that sucks. Anyway, so as the weeks have sort of gone by, and this is partly why the audio recording was a little bit delayed because I've had no car.
Yeah.
And then I've had to get my car towed. And then I've been relying on other people to get cars and get around the place.
I was going to say, it's very important, I don't know if you know this, to put a podcast up on iTunes, you actually have to have a vehicle. That's a very important thing.
You do. Absolutely.
I don't know if you knew that, people, but that's something that is in the fine print of iTunes is a requirement.
No, that's absolutely right. You do. Because I've got to go from the studio all the way to my house.
Yeah,
and it's a bloody long drive.
It's a long drive.
That's right. And I also forgot my Dropbox password account because I had to re-sign into that.
Nonetheless.
And then SoundCloud wouldn't work.
Oh.
So that had to be reset. But it got up. So, anyway, the last few days, I've just been really I just want to fucking,
Yeah.
really annoyed at that kid who didn't take 2 seconds to.
Well, he's a kid.
I'm really annoyed that he can't be sued for the inconvenience that he's caused. What, Jess? What?
Just ignore her. Just continue with your
Sometimes I wish I live in America, then we could sue. That should be maybe on the bingo. How many times I say sue?
Yeah. Well, that's more of a counting game rather than a bingo game. You only need to say it once for the bingo game.
I am now a firm believer that if you ride a bike on the road, you should be paying registration now.
Oh, no. See, gotta disagree with you.
Firm believer.
I don't even think they should wear helmets. Like fuck them.
Pay registration. If you're going to use that road, then you pay registration.
No, I don't disagree with you. That's more a government intrusion.
Oh, boo.
Take it off.
Boo. No, this is because I wouldn't be at fault if that kid had paid registration for using his bike on the road. I would not be at fault.
I can't imagine a minor or a child.
Well, make it free, but they've got to be registered.
That'll never happen. I guarantee you that will never happen.
As I move into politics, Church, I will make it happen.
Well, if that's the case,
I might annoy all the cyclists, but who cares? They're probably greenies and hippies anyway.
Or middle-aged men in lycra.
Yes.
So your rant is that you can't sue the child.
Yes, that is my rant.
Because there's not enough government intrusion.
Yes. In summary, that is my rant.
I completely disagree with everything that you've said. I've got not $1 million idea, but $1 billion idea. And I think every man is going to really enjoy this. And it's called Porn Savers.
Okay.
And what happens with porn?
Not to be confused with the shop savers.
No. Subtly different. Still things that are slightly used, though.
Some listeners might go there. So
That's
I just
true.
wanted to clarify.
True. I haven't made this. Kieran hasn't made this. But we're willing to work with someone to make this.
We're willing to seek investors.
That's right. That's right. What's one thing that's always annoying when you watch porn is that you find a real good one and suddenly it disappears, evaporates. Like an angel's kiss, it just disappears.
Yep.
What if you had something, especially when you clear your browser, it's gone. That's it, forever.
That's it.
What if
Which,
you
God forbid, the people, I think Niall said this as well when he worked at
yeah.
more likely the old people didn't know how to clear their browsing history when they came into Telstra. I just find that
Living the dream, people. But what if there was an app that saved
a bit like Snapchat where it saves your
a
photos
snippet,
in
in
a vault,
just a snippet of what you watched and just kept it for you and nobody else. At least a link and a rating that you gave it or something like that, something fun. But then the big thing is that you want this app to have a dual purpose. And if you've ever had a partner, and every partner does, especially in a long-term relationship, they go, let's watch porn together. And that's when more men freak out than anything else.
Stress levels go through the roof.
You know, you could say, we've just lost $1 billion. Your mum just got killed in an accident.
Our house is burnt down.
Our house is burnt down. The
universe is about to implode.
You're about to lose your testicles.
Yeah.
But the thing that stresses men more men out than anything else is, hey, let's watch the kind of porn that you like to watch together.
That would stress everybody out.
So, Porn Savers has a dual effect in this app. And it looks at all the porn that you watch, all the sick fucking shit that you watch, whether you're into feet, whether you're into anal, if you're into multiple dicks inside multiple women or singular women, or other way around, if you've got a girlfriend that has small tits and you're into big-titted women on the internet, if you've got a girlfriend that's the same age as you and you're into girls with braces, what Porn Savers does, it saves you. And it finds...
Dual purpose.
You put in the details of your girlfriend, just a quick snapshot, and it finds you porn of a girl that kind of looks like your girlfriend, but does not look like too much like your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And finds porn of that you two together can watch and enjoy safely. And that's my idea. Saving men all around the world humiliation from porn.
That is a billion or trillion dollar idea.
Oh, there's at least $50 in it.
Well, everyone, sorry, let me just get my beverage. Sponsored by the Fremantle Football Club, because it's in the Fremantle Football Club cup holder.
Yeah.
No, Church, you work at an organisation, yes. Niall, you work at some kind of organisation.
You could call it an organisation.
All right, we'll find out whether it's an organisation in a second. Church, does your organisation have what they call one of those grills?
I don't work for Bunnings, mate.
No, you know, one of those sandwich grills.
Oh, like a sandwich press.
Yeah, that's it. Sandwich press.
Yeah, that's different. I think that's subtly different to a grill.
Yeah. I just couldn't think of the press name, so I called it a grill.
I had all week to prepare for this, and he couldn't even get the one word right he wants to talk about. This is great. Great start.
Thank you very much. Yeah, sandwich press or grill.
It's not all grill, it's a press. Let's establish that now. It's a press.
Anyway,
Hey, shut up for a second.
my job,
you grill me?
in my office there is a sandwich press.
How many people's in your office?
40 to 50?
Okay, so 40 to 50.
40 to 50.
On the floor, all sharing the one press? Or
All sharing the one press.
All sharing, okay.
Yeah.
All right, no, fair enough. And
It's only, I mean, how many people are going to use the sandwich press a day?
Just hear me out. And what about on the levels below you? How many sandwich presses would be there?
I have no idea. I've only worked on like 4 floors. So, and there's like 40.
What's the press to floor ratio that people need to know?
I would say that the amount of kitchens that we have, each kitchen would have a press. So I'm going to say 1 to 2 kitchens a floor. I would say, we have 40 floors. I would say half of them do. Half of the floors have 2 kitchens. Half of the floors have 1 kitchen. I would go 60 presses.
Does your organisation ever run out of milk?
No, because we just go down and get some. I mean, this is really...
Yeah, make you go down and get some?
Yeah.
I mean, because at my organisation, the milk's delivered every Tuesday, so we've got to ration it out till Tuesday.
No, government cutbacks, mate.
But I'm not ranting about the milk this week.
Oh,
Niall, and plus I'm lactose intolerant, so,
another flatulence thing.
well, actually, yeah, anyway. Niall, your organisation, does it have a sandwich press?
Or grill? Yes, we do.
Where?
In the back office, we've got one.
No way.
Yeah, I use it every day. It's friggin' awesome.
You're kidding. I thought
yeah,
your
this has all been
organisation
an
would have
elaborate
had one.
joke. I'm known for my
No,
comedy.
I just
Kieran.
thought you would have gone to the food court or something.
Not every day.
No,
That's
no.
very pricey.
Oh, okay,
Food
so
prep,
there's
Karen, come on.
There's a grill or press.
Grill and or press.
Rock and or roll.
All right. All right. So, anyway.
Get to the story.
I know,
Get
Jesus.
to the rant.
It's like tiptoeing about the grill press dynamic. Jesus. I'm not coming back, guys. It will not be a third time.
Anyway, I've got to build it up.
That's what I was doing last time when you were yelling at me.
Did you yell at him, Kieran?
He did.
Oh, wow.
Did.
No,
We had
no.
a domestic on air.
No.
Jesus, what was that like?
This is our whole... Let's do the episode with the...
Oh,
let's do-
I
with
think
the-
I
with the
am
what's
the
on your
number one listener. It's been known. Jesus.
Anyway,
Respect.
grill and or press. Go.
Number 10 listener. All right, so I work at an organisation, and we have 2 presses on the floor.
Spoilt for choice.
I know, probably 80 people are on the floor
Yeah.
at maximum capacity. Never happens. There's probably 20 to 30 each day. So, we've got a good press to staff ratio. However, kitchen etiquette is... And I'm interested to hear your kitchen etiquette, because I went to use the press for the very first time the other day.
I'm very excited for you.
Thank you very much. It was a delicious chicken sandwich that needed to be pressed with cheese that melted. It was...
Cheese that melted.
Yeah.
Stop the presses, Kieran.
Okay, so Niall's done his joke for today.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you later. See you next time.
However, I went to use there's 2 sandwich presses there, and both of them had not been cleaned. And it was very disgusting. And we work in a communal kitchen, and I just thought, how inconsiderate of the people not to clean the sandwich press. Clean the sandwich press, and then other people can use it. Do you have this issue at your work?
No, we have a pretty strict policy. Clean the press, you use it, you clean it, and you put it away. Very simple.
I blamed the students. It was probably the staff, but we just blamed the students for everything. So, I had to then end up cleaning both presses to use it, which then wasted my day of probably 30, probably an hour.
Oh, all that time you could have responded to your 3,782 emails.
No, well, as I was cleaning, other people came in, had to speak to them. It was a shame. It was a real shame. Anyway,
Was this today?
look, can we not get bogged down on
That's all I want to know.
whether it was today? No, it was the other day.
It was the other day.
It wasn't today.
So I've got a quick question.
I work from
Niall,
home today.
Can you turn your head a little bit? Can you look at that wall over there, Kieran? Just look over there. And Niall, do you notice the texter mark on his on his cheek, or is that just me? That's been distracting me for the whole thing of the rant. I'm sick. And if this was said he did today, he had that texter mark on him while he was talking to people, cleaning a sandwich press and/or grill, and that just makes me really smile a lot.
No, I was with my nieces and nephews today.
Oh, okay.
I'm just really sad I'm on Kieran's left side. Man. I feel like I'm missing out.
Anyway, how does your kitchen etiquette work? Because kitchen etiquette is
It's easy. You use something, you wash it, you dry it, you put it away.
Do you have a dishwasher?
Yeah, we do.
Who unpacks the dishwasher?
So we have each pod of people
Mm-hmm.
takes it in turns per month
Mm-hmm.
to do the dishwasher.
Okay.
That's it.
So we don't have that. We
Ah.
just leave it to the admins. And as I've learned, always look after the admins. And if I'm in the kitchen and I can hear an admin coming around the corner, I'll start to unpack the dishwasher. If the admin's not around, then I don't need the brownie point. So I disappear. It's a very good system.
So what's this rant about?
Oh, it's just a sandwich.
You virtue signaling so that you can unpack a dishwasher when you think someone's coming. Oh, wow, Kieran.
The admin staff love me because they get chocolate eggs at Easter. They get chocolate at Christmas time. Not to mention a 3-dimensional pop-up card for Easter and Christmas. Brownie points galore. If I need something, it gets done.
Except if you need the floor vacuumed, which was another problem you brought in. All your problems seem to be mine like stupid yoga, and yours are like, oh, I couldn't get the floor cleaned and the grill was dirty. Like, come on, mate. These is a
they're very
relatable.
Serious rant.
They're
That's
very
right.
relatable.
That's
Very
right.
relatable. I understand that, but the way you talk about them, they're so relaxed. It's like, it was dirty, but the admin staff, bloody lovely.
Fine, I'll try and find who the person was. We'll have a mission.
Yep. I will get them on the podcast. So, Kieran,
Yes.
we are at war with two giant...
I want to say that I'm also a general, so
Yeah.
I'm ready for war.
Yep. We are at war with two giant organizations.
And I think they're worth billions.
Billions.
Yeah.
Billions.
Yeah.
We are at war
Mm-hmm.
with Spotify
Okay.
and Pornhub.
Excellent.
And I don't know how I managed to get myself angry and pissed off at both of these companies
Now,
in 1 week.
as the
But this is something that's happened.
as the CEO of this podcast, how come I'm just hearing about it now?
Well, it mostly happened more now than anything else. So let me explain to you what just happened.
Okay.
We've always talked about putting stuff from our podcast onto both platforms.
Correct.
Onto Spotify and Pornhub. I'm going to do the Pornhub one first.
All right.
So,
I just want to put this in context. I get a message from Turch last night saying, I got something hilarious for you in 40 minutes. Okay, so I'm like, cool. And I was driving at the time, okay? So I was driving. And then I sort of forgot about it. And then this morning, I I was actually sitting in a cafe this morning at 8:30. Right. And you sent me the thing, but it didn't say that it was
just
Pornhub.
a link. It was just a link. Yeah.
And I was like, I know what this is. This is the video of Jabari. And I was like, cool. So I clicked the link, and then the Pornhub screen opens up. Right? So I'm out in public. I'm like, thank God I'm not at work.
Yeah.
Because you also said it's work safe, it's work friendly or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's safe for work. It's okay. So this is the thing. I uploaded our very first ad we ever made, Jabari Story, onto Pornhub. So we have a Pornhub account. We always joked about this, and I finally made it. We're registered, and I thought to myself, how funny would it be if we put a video up? Now, I wanted to put the video of the dildo testing up.
Yes.
And then Jess told me, no, because it's got actual people's faces in it, and you probably need to ask them for permission. And I said,
probably.
maybe not put, even though that would have been funny, because
Yes.
it would have been a dildo test on Pornhub.
Yes.
I thought, no. I thought about putting some videos of you on there playing golf and calling it hot shot, sexy hot man golfer gets hole in one. And I thought, no, I better not put video.
Do you know the category that came up right? I don't know if it was the same for you, but Jabari's story comes up right, and then right under that, there's a black lady
Continue.
giving a man a blowjob. That was the video right underneath that.
Yeah. I don't know what categories I selected for that. So anyway,
But I was like, all right.
yeah. So anyway, I was gonna upload this video of you hitting a golf ball and calling it like I don't know,
A hole in one?
Sexy hot golfer hits hole in one or gets hole in one. And I thought that's really funny. And I actually I did for research with Jess on the phone. I
Yes.
said, this is what I'm doing. I'm on Pornhub searching for videos related to golf. And reading her out the headlines. It was pretty funny. So, I upload this video, Jabari Story, and I was going to bring it in today and show you like how funny it is. And I wanted to see how many views we got. I thought that'd be funny. If we get like 3
Key metrics. I'm all about data.
Yeah. As of today, and I'm just going to open up the screen here because I took a screenshot of it just before we got into the recording. And our video, as of now, has been flagged by the community and is currently disabled pending review.
Oh, boo.
Which is very annoying.
Boo.
Very annoying.
So we don't know how many views it's got.
No, we don't.
Okay.
We don't, no.
Well, I didn't watch it. I just saw it.
Yeah, but you know what it is. It's Jabari's story. You got your voice. And like I said, I didn't want to put any videos of our faces on there. Like I didn't want to put anything like that. So anyway, I'm going to try and get our video back onto Pornhub. I think that's a good debate. But I was talking to a few people over the weekend about the podcast, and I try to advertise it a bit because I'm really proud of this show.
It's a great show.
It's a great show.
Fantastic show.
Exactly right. And why not? And, you know, the key demographic for the show was at this event I was at.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, is your podcast on Spotify? That's a big question that I get.
And we've been trying to get it on.
And we've been trying to get it on for a very long time. And I thought, you know what I got to do? I've got to actually contact them because the contact form on Spotify itself is pretty average.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, hey, I'll just do what everyone does. I'll contact them on social media and just say, hey, look, you know. So I messaged them, and this is the actual message, and I'll put it up on Facebook and stuff like that soon. It says, hi, Spotify, I run the We Only Do One Take podcast, and we've applied multiple times to have our show available on your platform. We've not received a response. We have all the necessary requirements. We've already been accepted by iTunes, and all 24 of our episodes are available on the platform. Many of our fans have requested to have the show accessible on your platform. Could you please give me an update on the status of our request? Nice, easy, professional email. Spotify response.
Mm-hmm. Did you put Dear Spotify or just
Hi, Spotify.
Oh, there you go. Very rude.
No, hi is the most professional one.
No, I write Dear. I'm a Dear person.
Nah, Dear's too formal. Because Spotify responds, hey, Anthony.
Oh, with a hey.
With a hey.
Oh.
Helps here. Excellent. I thought, great. We're going to go. The team reviews all submissions and will notify those who are approved. Unfortunately, submitting your podcast for approval doesn't guarantee it'll be uploaded. We'll be here if there's anything else. Now, I read this multiple times and I said to myself, they didn't answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
So, I respond.
Fantastic.
That doesn't really answer my question. I didn't even receive an email stating that my application was received. No update and no updates. as to the progress. What are the prerequisites for approval? Why has it been easier for me to get onto the biggest music and podcast platform, iTunes, than your platform? Must have hit something.
Ooh, okay. Because Spotify is, I actually think, I don't know. I feel like everyone uses Spotify and iTunes missed the mark.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But still, iTunes is the biggest platform for podcasts, definitely.
yeah, absolutely.
And still for music, funnily enough. So they say, hey, can you please send us a private message with your email address you've used to contact us? So I'm up to the stage of, hey, please don't put this on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm straight on it.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Spotify. My name's Anthony and I run the We Only Do One Take podcast. I've applied to have the podcast on your platform, but never received a response. The email address used is the We Only Do One Take podcast @gmail.com. Please give me an update on the progress of this application. Again, very simple, very talkative. Just let me know. I don't even want approval yet. I just want an update. Mm-hmm. Simple.
And I'm really glad that I've hired you. I think I feel like I've made a great decision in my employee, being really action driven.
Well, it's mainly because I want to have our podcast on this spot and thing. So anyway, They respond, thanks for the info. We're currently working to improve our podcast experience, so we're not able to add any new shows at this time.
Okay.
In the meantime, we'd recommend checking with your aggregator for updates. I'm like, whoa.
What the fuck's an aggregator?
Okay, so our aggregator is SoundCloud.
Oh, okay, right.
So, I'm actually a bit angry at this point.
Okay.
I say, if this is the case, why didn't you just send an email to the content creators? That's pretty slack, and it's not like you don't have our email addresses to tell us. You know?
And this shit should all be automated.
Exactly right. Anyway, so they respond. Sorry to hear that you feel this way. Rest assured that we've passed your thoughts about this to the right folks. In the meantime, your aggregator will be able to give you further information on how to submit your podcast to Spotify. There's also further info on how to submit your podcast through the aggregator here, which is just the frequently asked questions on their site, which I've read and actually gone through. So that's where it is at the moment.
Okay.
So basically, Spotify has said, hey, we're trying to help, but we're not accepting any new shows, but we're also not going to tell you why we're not going to do that and how you can actually help your show progress.
Do you know what? And damn you, Spotify. But when we get our first complaint, I'll handle it.
Yeah.
I've done media training, and I know how to give right stuff without telling them anything.
Yeah.
I'll give them the exact Spotify treatment.
But it's pretty disgusting. So look, we don't ask too much from our fans. We like a community here, but if you
And we love our fans.
we love our fans,
Our
and
fans are great.
We want to get our show onto many platforms as we can to grow the show and help you guys listen to what
A fun fact, I actually was looking at the data.
Yes.
We actually have an American listener.
Yes, we do. We do.
I have been making that American joke, and this is for our American listeners, without going, we probably don't have any. We actually have an American
We
listener.
absolutely do. So, in that case, I would like to ask...
And their podcast is most popular in Heidelberg.
Yes, it is. I would just like to ask our fans, if you would like to help us get our show onto Spotify, please send them a message on Facebook. Because I would love to start a We Only Do One Take podcast versus Spotify war to get us onto that platform.
Fantastic.
And this is not just for us, but it's for the fans as well. So you can enjoy our podcast anytime you want if you have the Spotify app and you pay for it and all that sort of stuff.
Round of applause.
So please send them a message, tag us in it. We'd love to get our podcast on that platform.
Fantastic.
Which is absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely.
So there you go. 3 rants. We are officially at war with 2 giant companies, but I will try.
Bring it on, I say.
I'm going to rant about this too. I tell you what, I'm in a fucking ranting mood. You know what really shits me? You buy a brand new shirt, ready to go. You think, yeah, this is great. It comes in that beautiful plastic packaging, and it looks like it looks neat. It's all folded, and then you undo the plastic, and it's just fucking a mess of shit inside your fucking shirt. Like it's got the paper under the collar, and the paper, and then the clips are clipped. And then you unfold, you take all the shit out of the paper underneath, and then it's what the fuck's left? This crinkled shirt that now I have to iron.
Do you know how I get around that?
If you fucking say if you fucking say putting the shirt next to you in the shower to get the steam, I swear to God I'm going to punch you in the face.
No, I'm not going to do that. And this is a tangent. Someone said put it in the dishwasher. Anyway, rather than the washing machine.
No, don't do that.
I've never tried it. No. Do you honestly, how I get around that? Simple problem. Tailor-made shirts.
Yeah, but you still have to iron them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, as soon as you take it out of the package.
No, tailor-made shirts don't come in packages.
Yeah. Okay. You got me there. But for convenience. Understand. Actually, we should go to Vietnam and get some tailor-made shirts. I'd say we only do one podcast.
The lady has got my measurements, so now I just have to order online. Sent on over.
Now, Kieran.
Yes.
Many episodes ago, I'm speaking fantastically today, we stated that we do a push-up competition.
Now, let me just jump in on this one.
Okay.
If I recall correctly,
yeah,
we said that we were going to have some kind of sausage rolls.
We got them.
And garlic bread.
We got
and we'll have a bit of a party. And that would be about it.
Well, look. I've been preparing.
Uh-huh.
I know that you've been preparing.
Absolutely.
And we have our official adjudicator here, Niall, who is the master of the push-up. Yeah.
And he's even going to demonstrate how the correct technique of how to do the push-up.
He will.
Yep,
But he's going to take over because he's got a great commentator's voice as well. He's been on the show a couple of times now, and he's going to do that for us. And we're going to do the push-ups.
Well, I want to see the push-up first.
Yeah, okay.
Make sure it's regulation.
That's right. And then he's going to adjudicate, and the girls are going to clap because they're amazing. And
now, what were the rules again?
Now, the rules were that we have to do as many push-ups as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever stops first,
okay,
or does less than the other person,
okay,
has to read an apology written by the winner.
Yes, okay.
Now, I have my apology that I've written for you.
Uh-huh.
And I really want you to read it. And I had my top men help me write this letter because I wanted it to be the greatest apology you've ever done. And the only apology you'll ever have to do again.
So you're assuming that I'm going to lose.
That's a winning mentality. That's called a winning mentality. You're going to go in there and know that you're going to win.
I don't want to freak you out, Church, but I've also written an apology
I'm
letter.
sure that you have.
Yeah. I don't have it on paper because I use a computer.
I put it on a computer because I knew you wouldn't like them to read my handwriting, and I printed it and put it in this envelope. Everyone, can you see the envelope? Yes. Yeah, there we go. See.
I don't like the fact that we've got witnesses.
That's why I want to do it today. So, Kieran, can I have our lovely, sexy Alice Showgirl pass off the lovely 200-word apology that you must read.
Damn it.
So here we go. Every word, Kieran, as clear as you can.
It's only not even half a page.
It's 200 words.
Anyway. All right, here we go. I, Kieran, must gracefully accept defeat in the We Only Do One Take Podcast 2008 push-up competition. Church is better than me at push-ups and more handsome than me in every way. Not only that, his jokes are far better than mine. I'm only half as good as you. I cannot even pronounce words. I cannot even pronounce words like amenities. Quiche. I know how to say this, but it's not how it reads. Hyperbole. Hyperbole. And anemones. I will never challenge you again to a push-up competition, even if I think about it again, which would be unfathomable.
That wasn't even in the other sentence.
I will have to suffer the punishment, which I will now state. I will read the Bible out loud, especially my favourite books. Deuteronomy. El Excelsius and 1 Thessalonians. I will even make a small yet appropriate donation to the Orthodox Lutheran Church. Got a funny story about that. Back when I was...
No, finish it up. I know that you're only halfway.
No, back when I was 10 years old, I was living near Null. And the...
Apology.
All right. Fucking bucket. All right. I will drink a shot of Worcestershire. I will drink a shot of Worcestershire and Sharia sauce with quinoa. Despite what...
That's quinoa.
Quinoa, buddy.
Yeah, I know. Despite what it'll do to my bowels and despite what digestive system, and despite that it will cause me to produce a copious amount of phlegm. I may be gaining my doctorate, but I definitely won't be an orthogynecologist.
I wrote the word for ear, nose, and throat surgeon.
An otorhinolaryngologist. In order to appropriately gesticulate my appreciation, I will solemnly genuflect upon a
Genuflect.
a synantillate tapestry purchased from the haberdasher.
Oh, we're not done yet, people.
Can we get this interpreted?
Yeah.
The end. I ate poo.
So pass it around to all the fans to enjoy the luscious words of your apology.
Azerbaijani haberdasher. Fucking idiot.
If you make sure you please follow us on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. That's for all your wanker needs. Make sure you get onto our We Only Do One Take podcast Facebook group as well, because I post a whole bunch of stuff there. And if you'd like to email us or send us a rant, which we do have this
excellent.
episode after the.
I'm looking forward to this rant.
It's a good rant.
I feel like I've dug into him a bit, and I feel like I might cop it. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
But you can always email us at the weonlydoontakepodcast@gmail.com. Kieran, thank you so much for another great episode. And we will see all you lovely wankers
next week.
Thursday. Fantastic special rant that's been building up for a while.
Yes.
I've been talking to this guy for a while, and I think that you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hear this.
Let's do it.
Hey mates, it's James from Sydney here. You guys know Sydney. It's the most populous Australian city, the one with all the iconic landmarks and a reasonable fucking climate. Yeah, that James. So I'm finally calling in to have a rant. Only 2 months after I promised to do it, but you know.
Pause it there for a second.
Style of this podcast. It is Tuesday, and I saw the.
Did he say that he was 2 months late?
Yes.
I just wanted to get that on record. I just need some leverage right now.
You do. Let me just.
That seems to be the style of this podcast. It is Tuesday, and I saw the episode just got released. So good job, Kieran. Good work.
James, I love you.
Thank you.
Anyway, what makes me a rant is fucking Melbourne vernacular or Victorian vernacular. Last week at work, my co-worker says, "Hey, do you want to go to the barbecue and we'll get ourselves a sausage and bread?" And I said, "Excuse me?" She said, a sausage and bread. I said, "Do you mean a sausage sandwich?" She goes, "No." I said, do you mean a sanger, like a sausage sizzle?" She goes, No. It's a sausage and bread. I thought she'd had a fucking stroke. And I had to look it up. And it turns out that it actually is a milk. Like, you all say that. You call it a sausage and bread. What the fuck is going on down there? And the thing, like, what drives me even crazier is that I'm your only Sydney listener, so everyone else hearing this is thinking that I'm an idiot. And you're all getting around down there calling a sausage sandwich a sausage and bread. Like, there's a name for something when you put it in bread. It's called a sandwich. Like,
No,
do you
it's
go
sausage
to
and
the
bread.
baseball and get a Frankfurt in bun? No, it's a hot dog. Oh my God. Like, seriously, I'm so pissed off about this. It's not even slang. That's not slang. Like, it's Australian slang when someone from another country doesn't understand what you're talking about, but when you say a sausage and bread, they know exactly what you mean, but you still sound like a fucking idiot. You sound like an alien trying to fit in amongst other humans. Anyway, that is my rant. Fucking Melbourneites. Keep up the shit work. See you next Thursday or Tuesday or whatever day you choose to release the podcast.
I feel like our listeners love the release date that we have.
Okay. Look, I'm going to say it. James, you're wrong. We call it a sausage and bread because it's not a sandwich. A sandwich needs 2 pieces of bread.
Yeah, sandwich does need two pieces of bread. And you don't have a sausage with 2 pieces of bread.
No,
You have
no.
a sausage with...
A bread. In
piece-
bread.
A slice of... Yeah.
That's right. So I think completely useless rant.
I'm going to back you up on that one, Church.
This is... You know what? Sometimes...
I would expect someone from Sydney to probably be a little bit more intelligent with their
I
rants.
was going to say, this is not the greatest of... I'm very happy you sent one in. And
I
I'm
think
pretty
he
much
could. I think he could send another one.
I
in.
think he's very good saying, like, we don't call it, we just call it a hot dog. We don't call it a hot dog and bun. But again, a bun is only one. There's no, like, you don't call it a sandwich. You don't call it like a hot dog sandwich. You call it a hot dog. But I think you're right. I think we're right here in saying it's called a sausage and bread because it's one slice of bread.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a sandwich which
Yep.
requires two
slices
of bread.
Yeah.
It's like, how far do you go? Do you call like a pizza a sandwich? No.
Well, if you got 2 slices of pizzas and put them on top of each other.
No, it's a calzone.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that what a calzone is?
That's what a calzone
I've
is.
lived my life for 28 years. Not realising. I've seen that. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'm not ordering that.
Yeah. Just God damn.
Now that I know that, I'm going to order that.
Yeah, it's nice. You should have more vegetables in it than anything else. They don't really.
Are you shitting me? You want one slice of pizza, then you put another slice
Well,
of
they
pizza?
usually like pack it in a bit more, so it's a bit more filling. Like
Yeah.
almost like a pasty, I guess, but like an Italian version that's actually really.
But that's a
delicious.
oh,
It's really good.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Kieran's a dick. 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 Kieran's a dick.